All right, Eastbourne, we are back in business. Are you guys ready for some more fights? Eastbourne, that was weak. You guys still with me out there? Oh, come on. Here we go. Let's get the ready for the next amateur K1 bout at 85 kilograms contested over 3 2-minute rounds. This one brought to you by Watson Plastering and Cherry Nails and Lashes. From the blue corner, from KBG Combat Reading, with a record of 2-1, he is a kickboxer. Would you welcome Vladimir Cikel? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome his opponent? Are you ready for another fighter from Sparta MMA? He is a Muay Thai fighter making his debut tonight, Sammy Watson.
Yo, rude boy, don't do that.
So amateur K1 action here, 3 2-minute rounds, 85 kilograms. Out of the red corner, Sammy Watson making his debut tonight against Vladimir Cikel, 2-1. So a significant edge and experience. You can already see the Muay Thai plum. Great control there and a solid exit there from Vladimir Cikel, but Watson extremely aggressive here, Dean.
Sammy's a powerhouse, man, and he comes from that background where he gets after it. We're seeing that here. He's going to close the distance, work the body shots, work the high kicks. Some nice head movement there from Sammy Watson.
Watson dipping his head, loading up there on the hooks. Huge power shots there land from Watson. Solid plum control and reply from Cikel. Good composure here. Showing courage under fire is Vladimir Cikel, but chopping roundhouse. Lots of movement here.
And Cikel did the correct thing here at distance. You can see he initiates the clinch. He doesn't want to eat those big, powerful shots from Sammy. Nice teep from Sammy. He's going to follow up with a big kick here, looking for the straight shots down the pipe, but he's got to make sure he circles off and doesn't allow Vladimir to get that distance, Chris.
An incredible display there. Cikel actually biting down on his mouthpiece. You notice that kick was checked. Cikel did a great job a couple of times of checking Watson's kicks. Both guys really throwing hell for leather here. Intercepting right hand there.
Sammy's working some nice head movement, Chris. He circles his head off that line, slips, and then comes in forward, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't go all the way in to allow Cikel to get that clinch.
And he stole the words out of my mouth, Dean. It was that head movement, the sort of dipping and weaving. Watson trying to bob his way in here. Dirty boxing again. Cikel looking to land that right hand.
Sammy looks hurt. He's got to keep his hands up. He's done a great job of working out of these positions, but when he gets fired upon, he's keep the hands up nice and high and don't dip the head towards the ground.
Excellent punishing kick, double time there. Cikel, strong right hand, right knee fires in. Could this force the count? We might have a count here, Dean.
Yeah, we're going to get a count here. Sammy noticeably breathing quite heavy from the mouth there. And you notice there the muscled up frame is a very powerful fighter. But that takes a lot to fuel, Chris. You need a lot of gas to run that engine, and it's taking its toll here.
Actually, he did not get the count. I thought he was going to maybe force the count, but that was the end of the round. Wow.
I think it's so loud here that you can't hear the bell.
That was unreal. Well, what an atmosphere here tonight in Eastbourne. They are on their feet. And out tonight to support Sammy Watson, the debutante fighter with a Muay Thai base.
Sammy's got the crowd here behind him, but he's got to start working that head movement that we saw early on and those powerful punches down the middle, because, I mean, he hurt Cikel with those punches. He had him up against the cage, and he needs to make sure that he doesn't go all the way in to clinching range.
So 2 of us scheduled through here. Cikel really working on those kicks in camp. We saw that a couple of times in the last round. Says let's rock and roll tonight.
Sammy now swarming again. He's got to keep his distance and his hands up when he's coming forward.
And he got clipped on the way in. Tough to see whether or not that was a stumble. It looked to me like he got tagged there, Dean. Great refereeing here. Daniel Movahidi giving the count.
Yeah, he's keeping his head down. He needs to keep his head on his opponent, his eyes looking straight forward with that hands up to complement that.
Aggressive start here again from Watson. Good coverage there on the inside. Watson in stalking mode. Alternating hooks. Eats a knee, but he's happy to take one to give one.
Some nice combinations here, and Sammy again charging forward. He's got to keep those hands up. Some nice movement from his head. Big knees here from Vladimir.
Oh my God. What heart, grit, and determination here from Sammy Watson, eating punch after punch. Unbelievable flurry here. Vladimir absorbing some punishment there, and he gives it right back to Watson.
And Watson here sucking up the air. He's got to regain this oxygen debt. He's got to pick his punches here, Chris. Keep the hands up, not expend any energy that he doesn't need to.
Both guys told us in the run-up to this fight, Dean, that they love a war, and we are seeing that here tonight. You talked about a fight in a phone booth in the opener. I think you got it right now.
Sammy again now, breathing heavy from his mouth. And Vladimir very cautious. He's going to the body, Chris. He wants to suck all that air out of Sammy.
Sammy charging forward, but predictable movement means he falls a victim to that clinch. When he comes forward like that, it allows Vladimir to get that Muay Thai plum that he's used a couple of times. That's it. That's all over. Multiple knees, and Watson unable to continue here in Eastbourne.
Cikel very calm and collected, worked the clinch perfectly and really shut down the game of Sammy. I mean, Sammy had Vladimir very hurt early on in the first round, Chris. There's no question of Sammy and his heart and his power. But ultimately, Vladimir, the clinch and the knees were the key there.
That was a thrilling 2 rounds, Dean. The crowd falls silent here. A lot of support out for Watson, but it's Cikel who will move to 3-1. Fighters to the center, please. Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action here under K1 rules, referee in charge, Daniel Movahidi has called a stop to this contest, declaring your winner at 1 minute and 47 seconds of the second round by TKO, Vladimir Cikel. And raise the roof once more for Sammy Watson, making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here alongside your winner, Vladimir. Vladimir, tonight you took on a really tough guy. He came in there straight at you. You were happy to stand and trade. What do you think was the difference?
He was strong. He pushed me. I do some stuff over there. I'm showing. That was hard to focus. He was good, but I almost focused. But
so you landed a lot of knees and you were using kind of some of that dirt boxing there. Did you expect him to be so aggressive?
Of course. It's about that. It's not about it. It's fight. It's about power. Be smart. Be focused and all this stuff. It's hard. But if someone have that, it's fucking good. Good fighter. Good experience for me, and thank you to my opponent.
Well, it was an awesome fight. You and Sammy obviously love to stand and trade. Exciting 2 rounds. Congratulations one more time, Vladimir Cikel.